Hey, viewers and viewresses, my name is General Red Strategist, and welcome back to Sir You Being Hunted, episode 333 now. So, Phil, once again, is actually joining me via Skype like he did in the last episode. How you doing there, Phil?
Yes, indeed.
There
Yes,
he is.
it's good to be back. Yes, in the last episode we were talking about job applications and interview processes,
Indeed
which
we
was
were.
interesting.
Yeah.
But yes, before I get into my topic today, how was your? Because we haven't really asked. How was your trip? Obviously, back up to see your parents.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good, yeah. Obviously, I've talked a little bit
Senior.
about it, indeed, in some of the more recent episodes, but it was a good trip. It was very relaxing. We did a few things, some good walks around my old local area. It was just very nice and relaxing. It's always good just to come back up and see everyone again, especially since last time I was up north was back in Christmas 2019, given
Mental,
that
absolutely
I know,
mental.
given
I
the whole
know,
COVID
so
lockdown.
crazy. Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
crazy. And obviously, you
indeed,
came to see me.
indeed I did,
Yeah, you came round for a visit. We played a bit of Fallout 4.
indeed we
Got
did.
a bit more of that done. Then we went for a nice walk round about
Yes,
through my local area.
yeah, it was a good
So you
walk.
could
That
see.
was 2 hours. It was very, very
Yeah, we had a
refreshing.
2 hour walk. Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
had a nice fish and chips
Oh,
while watching some Yogscast videos. Yeah, they
yeah,
were nice. And
they were
it's
good.
I told you about it was a cracking deal, isn't it?
It is a cracking deal. Yeah,
And it says small fish.
small,
It
small.
was it was
Everybody.
decent. Yeah,
Yeah,
and you got a good portion of chips and mushy peas. It was fantastic,
yeah,
utterly fantastic. It was good. You had a good time. Yeah.
yeah. It was very nice. So Phil, you wanted to do another Sir episode,
Yeah.
podcast style as usual. So tell me what's on your mind.
Well, it's not on my mind, but this is what I thought we'd do, which is a little interesting thing.
Yeah.
These are I found the top 50 most annoying things that people found. A poll of 2,000 Britons were done
All right.
for the top 50 most annoying things, and we can
Yeah.
discuss them.
Okay.
But also, just so we don't sound like we're not complaining and being complainers all the time, after each complaining thing, we'll go just a random interesting fact as well
All right.
that
Okay.
we can discuss as well. So we have a bit of a discussion on things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So buckle in, ladies and gents. It sounds like we're going to have another hour and a half episode or something.
Well, it might not be that. It might not be
Yeah.
that. But yeah. So okay. So we'll start off with our obviously number one annoying thing. This was a poll of 2,000 Britons for Nurofen Express, and these are the top 50 most annoying things about modern life. So number one is your laptop or computer freezing.
Okay.
So that's the first one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
that's that moment. Oh Jesus Christ, that moment where you're in a game or something, all of a sudden, or even on a console, it's quite bad as well. When and let's not forget, what about when you haven't saved?
Indeed. You're worried that you're going to lose all your work or your progress in your game or whatever is
I
going to
know.
happen. Indeed.
Oh, it's just crazy, isn't it? The just having the laptop just freezing. You're like, yes, oh, I've got to the you fucking twat.
Exactly.
Yeah, it
Yes.
freezes, but just freezing games. Like, even worse. Let's say you're doing a project for school or college, and you haven't saved your Word document in a while.
Yeah.
Oh dear, and it freezes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. So number two, or in fact, or whatever comes next.
Yeah, we'll do a random fact and have a little discussion about it.
Right.
Okay, so right. So here's our random fact, just so we're not always sounding like we're complaining, because we don't want our viewers to think we're just moaners. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the random fact is Canada has the Apology Act, whereby apologising to someone after an incident can't be used in court to establish guilt or liability of the person apologising.
Well, that's quite stereotypical, isn't it, with the Canadians and all that?
I know that's okay. That's so they've had to actually put that in force, but it actually comes a bit from. Aren't we supposed to be the people who are polite and apologising all the time?
Well,
They've
us
sort of got it
Canadians,
from us.
Japanese,
Yeah.
we're all supposed to be very polite. There's certain
Yeah.
nationalities that have this reputation for it. Yes.
Yeah, we are the. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Andrew.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yes.
that's
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. So that's a fun little
Yeah.
fact. So our next annoying thing. Yes, we'll get your thoughts. What are your thoughts, Andrew? So second thing in our list, PPI calls.
I've never had a PPI call before,
Oh,
believe it or not, but I can see
intriguing.
why it would be annoying. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, those ones that offer you, for those who don't know, it stands for Payment Protection Insurance. It's supposed to be they always say, oh, you could be owed up to £5,000. No, I can't.
No.
Stop fibbing at me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be getting £5,000 for free. Okay,
Indeed.
it's just not going to happen. Oh, but you could get your payment protection. Oh, they're so annoying. It's not just the calls; it's because they used to have adverts on the TV about them, didn't they?
Yes, they
And they're
did.
just so damn annoying.
Gosh.
You could be owed £6,000. Could I? Could I really? Let's be honest. Could I really be owed £5,000?
Yes, you
Don't
could,
think
Phil.
so.
If you call this number right now.
Yeah. So you haven't got them. Do you have a landline?
I have a landline, yeah.
As well.
Most of the time when I get sort of like scam calls, things like that, or just cold calls from people trying to telemarket me stuff, usually it's someone calling me saying, oh yes, about your car accident of such and such a time, and I'm like, really? What accident? I never had a car accident at that time.
What you should do with those sort of calls is have a play with them. It says, oh yeah, unfortunately I'm dead. There's not much I can really do right now.
Yes, that would
yeah.
get them. Oh dear.
PPI calls. Yeah, anyone in the comments as well. What are your views on these annoying things? And the facts as well. What are your views on the facts and annoying things? Do you get any PPI calls or your laptop freezing? Anything like that? Okay, let's have us another random fact. So the next random fact is regards to the famous meme. Do you remember the over 9,000?
Oh yes.
Over 9,000 was a translation error. The power level was actually over 8,000.
Really? So he's actually saying it's over 8,000 in the Dragon Ball, whatever it was.
In Dragon Ball.
Yeah. In the Dragon Balls.
In the Dragon Ball
Balls.
Z. It's Z.
Yes.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. So the actual Japanese one was supposed to be over 8,000. But I remember the scene, even though I don't watch Dragon Ball, I'm not a Dragon Ball fan.
No,
I don't know about yourself, but I know it's. What does it say about his power level? It's over 9,000.
Yes.
I remember that because it's a famous scene from the anime.
Yeah.
It's a popular anime, isn't it? And there's a few
very
video
popular.
games on it as well. Yeah.
Indeed.
Few video games. But yeah, over 8,000. Interesting. Okay. Number 3 annoying thing. Yes. Andrew, your views. Slow Wi-Fi.
Hate it. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. This is what's currently happening with you at the moment, isn't it?
Yes.
But you are getting new internet,
I am
aren't
getting
you?
a new provider, and it should be a very good one. So it should be a lot faster, and hopefully it'll make uploading videos to YouTube a lot quicker as well.
Oh, that would be a real boon for you.
'Cause
It's
the thing
also
is,
annoying.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna say,
sorry.
like,
Go on. Yeah.
uploading a video that's less than a gigabyte in size is not too bad because it takes maybe like 3 hours or so, which is not too bad. But
Use fraps.
once it goes over a gigabyte, the file size for the video, then you're just looking at the best part of a day or more, which is a bit fucking inconvenient. But yeah, but hopefully once I get this new internet, it's going to be much quicker and much more
Be a lot
sharpish
better
about
for you.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
slow Wi-Fi is just the bane of existence,
It
and
is.
it's the worst ones where you have where it's even like if you watch a YouTube video, it buffers the adverts.
Ugh, yeah,
You're like, that's when you know you've got really bad internet.
yeah, exactly.
And you'll be able to do your streaming of your anime and Crunchyroll and Funimation and all that.
Much
yeah.
better. Yes.
You'll be able to watch the episode 723 of One Piece.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, very appealing.
Six.
I'm not actually anywhere near that. I need to get back to my One Piece. I haven't watched any in a while.
And maybe get onto Pokemon as well. That's
Pokemon,
another
oh.
800, yeah.
Yeah.
But slow Wi-Fi. Oh dear. Okay. Next fact then if you don't get enough sleep per day, you'll be more likely to cheat, lie, and steal.
Oh,
So
dear.
I
Yes.
think the PSA about this is make sure everyone you get enough sleep.
Yeah, get enough
Yeah,
sleep,
make sure-
everybody. But
make sure you
your
get nice.
moments. Well, was it between 7 and 9 hours is roughly how much you should
Yeah,
be getting
9 hours is roughly
Yeah.
what you get really
Indeed.
getting any more or any less.
over the course of your life. No, per night.
And because if you don't get enough, apparently you're going to cheat, lie, and steal.
Exactly,
3 things
yes.
that you don't want to do.
Indeed.
Especially the third option, because
I know.
that's illegal.
I was just so sleep deprived. I didn't tell you this at the time when I visited last, Phil, but I actually stole your PPI claim and got
no.
all your money. Oh dear.
PPI claim. No.
Not my
no.
PPI claim.
Right.
Yes.
On to the next annoying thing at number 4. Yes. this one probably relate to your drivers I hate. Being stuck in traffic.
Yeah, it's bad.
Something, unfortunately, we can't really avoid. If you've got a incident on the motorway, unfortunately, you have to stay in traffic, or even not always necessarily on the motorway. It is very annoying, but it's something you have to do, especially when you're stuck behind something and you're waiting in the queue to get to something. Yeah.
What's the longest you've been stuck in traffic for, Phil? I think for me, it would have been stuck on the freaking M6. A drive that should have taken maybe just something like 3 or 4 hours ended up taking something like 6 or 7 or something. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but yes, that was about a couple of years ago. I was on a family holiday, joined my old folks, going down to wherever it was we'd gone down to. And we were coming back and we got stuck in traffic on the M6 because of an accident.
That's
not very good.
That's annoying when that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. When's the longest I've been? Yeah, we have been stuck in traffic. I got caught where there was emergency services coming, and they had to stop. I was going to see my parents, and the emergency service came in because there was an accident just in front, and they stopped us for ages.
Oof.
But I can't remember the exact longest. No, not too sure on that one.
Okay.
But it's an annoying thing, but sometimes that one can't really be avoided.
No, it can't. Yes.
Okay.
Fact next.
Fact time. Yes. So this was back in May the 26th of 2014. And in Budapest, they actually built the world's tallest Lego tower.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes.
How high was it? Does it say?
It doesn't actually say. No, it just says the world's tallest tower. I know.
How can you have a list of things and not say how tall it is? That's the biggest piece of information we need to know.
Biggest piece of information, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But the Lego is just so versatile, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can build so many things with it, but it's also horrible for your poor feet.
Yes.
Well, you step on it. Yeah. Tallest. Sorry about it. But Budapest, I think it was built in the city square.
Oh, right.
So interesting. Okay. Let's do our fifth annoying thing. Oh, God. Yes, this. Oh, Jesus. People who take up 2 parking spaces.
Oh.
You can fuck off.
Yes, exactly. Now, there's a drivers I hate thing that should have been included in that.
Well, there you go.
Yes.
Even more drivers I hate. There you go. That's it.
Yet another batch of drivers I hate. Ones who take up more than one parking
people
space.
do when you're in the supermarket,
Yeah.
in this parking bay, you one bay, okay? Take up one bay. You don't need any more than that. Why are you taking up 2 parking spaces?
Or if it's
that
not
could be
that,
another car could fit in there.
If it's not people taking up 2 spaces, it's people who park in a way where they're too close to the edge of their space, so you can't kind of get in, because you're then not going to be able to get out of your car.
Yes.
That's fucking annoying as well. Yes, that's another one. But dearie me.
God, so annoying. Yeah, you need to take up one space, and if you've got in at a funny angle and you're sort of taking over the next space, reverse out and come back in again. You can do that. It's not going to hurt anyone.
Indeed.
Yeah. So that's another one. Okay, next fun fact. A single Canada goose has between 20 and 25,000 feathers. Just a fraction of an inch of this feather insulation can keep a bird's body temperature at 104 degrees, even in freezing weather.
Not bad.
Wow.
That's what you need,
That's
isn't
good
it,
for the old
Phil?
birds.
Yes.
I don't know what that is because I think that's 104 Fahrenheit. I think that's about 32 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
So it can keep the bird really warm even when it's absolutely freezing. So very useful because of its thousand. The feathers are so useful for birds. They really keep them warm, don't they?
They do.
Keep going.
Get that feathery down. Yes.
Okay, sixth annoying thing. Public transport delays.
Yeah. I know the feeling, back in my student days when I used to catch the bus. Oof. But actually it also relates to being stuck in traffic as well. I always remember when I was a sixth form student, Fridays were the absolute fucking worst. Friday afternoons. I can remember one Friday being stuck on a bus for something like 2 hours because it was just fucking rush hour traffic.
You get those with buses, trains as well. Oh,
I know.
The train is delayed.
Absolutely horrible. Indeed.
You're just sitting there. You're sitting in the train station and you're just waiting, The 15:39 service to Blackpool has been delayed by
Indeed.
10 minutes. Oh, for fuck's sake. I remember that thing when, do you remember when we went to the cinema and we came back on the bus, coming back on the bus to your house, and it took a different way, and we thought,
oh shit,
oh shit, what's going on here? Only to realise it's picking up school kids because it was the end of the school day.
It was a Thursday afternoon, that's what it was, about just after 3 o'clock. So inevitably, that's when the schools come out for the day. Yeah.
Yes, we timed that a bit incorrectly.
We did.
Unfortunately. But there you go, yeah, that could be a thing. Okay, fact time. Researchers found that chimpanzees recognise the butts of their relatives just as well as humans recall familiar faces.
Deary me. Wow, that person's got a really defined ass. That's what's going on there.
Wow, chimpanzees. Yeah, have a look at the butt of your fellow primate to see if you... just a bit, look. Let's have a look at your butt. Oh, all right, Steve.
Steve's got a very chiseled cheeks.
Yeah, who are you? Hold on, just turn around. Who are you? Oh, Gary. Nice to see you. Yeah,
yes.
These just names, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, our next annoying thing, junk mail.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't find it too bad. Mainly because
it could be related to spam as well that you get in your emails. Yeah, those sort of things. Want to enlarge your penis by 5,000 lengths? Oh,
yes.
God, it's off. Want to get this latest product that makes your hair shine bright?
Deary me. No, we don't. We don't want to do that.
Or the ones that come for your post. They don't seem to be there as much anymore. I think it's mostly...
of junk mail, either electronic or physical, really. So, not too much of an issue for me, that.
Yeah, that's not too. It's not too bad, that one. Okay, fact. Egypt is building a new capital city as a replacement for Cairo. The city is being developed to have a smart traffic system and a green space larger than New York Central Park. They haven't picked a name yet.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't actually know that.
Why are they replacing Cairo? What's wrong?
I guess they just want a change of scenery. Who knows?
And a smart traffic system. I wonder what that's going to involve.
Probably a lot of networked traffic control systems to try and keep things moving. Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Okay, let's move on to our next annoying thing. Waiting on the phone for the doctors.
Oh, yeah, that's... doctors haven't been too bad, but yeah.
Depends how far you're on the queue. I know that if you want to get through and you want to book an appointment because you've got something you really want to be looked at, or you want something to do, waiting on the phone can be annoying.
It can.
You are 15th in the queue.
Oh God!
And you just and you're just sitting there, and then finally, hi, this is Janet. How can I help you? Oh, finally, I'm through.
Oh, Janet, I want to see the doctor. Oh, do you now? Wow, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
well, I'd rather tell the doctor.
It's fucking private receptionist.
Yeah, well, doctors' receptionists always have that stereotype of not letting anyone see the doctor. Yes.
Yeah, so if you've got a really, sensitive one, or you don't want to reveal everything, do you?
No.
So that's another annoying thing. Okay, fact time. Mosquitoes prefer certain blood types, and people with the O blood type are more likely to get bitten.
Okay.
That's the blood type I am.
Blood types. Yeah, I can't remember what type I am either off the top of my head. Yes, well...
I think another thing as well is if you're in a mosquito... Another fact about mosquitoes, if you're in a mosquito-filled country, don't eat bananas, because they like the smell of bananas on you.
All right, okay. Yeah.
So,
didn't know that.
Next annoying thing, this definitely can be related to drivers I hate. When people chuck their rubbish out of the car window.
Ooh, yes. That,
like cigarettes or something like that.
That is a bad one, yeah.
The things that I like about that, the things that I do like is when there's like a motorcycle that comes up, picks it up and throws it back in the window.
Yeah. Indeed.
Why do people do that? Stop littering.
Because they're lazy, that's why, and they think they can get away with it.
Yeah.
But, hopefully, if you see that, everybody, you should not let them get away with it.
Yeah, don't let them get away with it. Throw it back in them. Especially if it's like throw out like a McDonald's drink or something, just throw it straight back in. Okay, fact time. Horseshoe crabs have a bright blue blood. It costs $15,000 per litre and has saved millions of lives.
I've heard about this before, yes, the blood colour and all that, and I imagine it is pretty expensive. Given
How
that,
does it save lives, though?
is it maybe that it has a compound or a chemical or something in it that perhaps can be used in sort of medicine or whatever? I'm not entirely sure, but I'd imagine it might be something along those
It's good
lines.
when things like that
Yeah.
help save lives. I must admit, it did look like the picture I had here looked like a blueberry milkshake. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't confuse it with a blueberry milkshake.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next annoying thing. Again, this is another one related to people, drivers I hate. And I think you have said this in your first drivers I hate.
All right.
People who don't use their indicators.
Oh God, yes. So
I think that
annoying
was in
they
your
are.
first. Yeah, your first drivers I hate. I think
Your
that was one
indicators
you
are there
mentioned.
for a reason, ladies and gentlemen, so put them to use. And don't
Especially
just,
when
you
they're
know,
like roundabouts, when they
yeah.
don't indicate and then they go all the way around. It's like,
Yeah.
fucking hell, we could have had a crash here.
I know. Or if it's not that, sometimes, again, I probably said this before, it's when they are approaching the junction but they don't start indicating until they're right up on it. So it's like forcing you to come to a stop when maybe actually you didn't need to, when you could have just gone around because you're not a hazard to them. It's just like, come on, give me a signal in advance so I know what you're intending to do before I actually get there. That way, you know, maybe I can just... we can
Indicators
just
are
sort
there
of
to
flow in.
show.
Yeah.
Or blinkers, as they're called in the US.
Blinkers, yes.
Yeah, so please do use them because they're very important. They're very
Indeed.
important.
Indeed.
Okay. In China, identical twin sisters who married identical twin brothers got plastic surgery so no one could get them confused.
Wow, okay. Yeah, that's... dearie me.
It's funny when things like that happen, like the coincidences. So I suppose you can. Yeah, they've sort of made themselves a bit different there, so no one can confuse them. Because like if they're going to the jobs or something like that, might get a bit confused. Okay, our next annoying thing: potholes.
Yeah, they can be annoying. Not too many around where I live.
That's good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes the council don't have time to fill them in.
There's some actual big improvement works going on at the moment to one of the main roundabouts near where I live, and although it's slowing down traffic a bit, the beauty of that is hopefully they'll have resurfaced the road and made it quite smooth and lovely. But it's not too big of an issue for me.
Just don't drive too fast near, or try and
Yeah.
avoid them, but don't drive because it will wreck your wheels if you go
will.
through them. But there are some
Suspension.
areas. Yeah, there are some areas where the potholes can really do some damage. So I know our councils nowadays don't have an awful lot of money,
No.
but I know there's some places that really do need to be filled in. But it can be annoying.
It
So
can.
just try and avoid them and be at a slow speed as well. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. A 64-year-old Sydney man filed 19,600 noise complaints about airport noise over a 12-month period. He averaged approximately one complaint for every 20 minutes the airport was open.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Someone's got too much free time on their hands.
Yeah, someone hasn't got a life there, have they, really?
Come on, think of it. You know, if you're complaining about airport noise, that means you must be living near the airport. So hang on, if you decided to
move.
buy a house there, well, that's kind of on you, isn't it?
Yeah, unless the airport was built later on, unless it's a relatively new airport. But,
Maybe.
you know, maybe one thing to do is to move, you know.
Yes. There's always that option.
There's always that option. Okay, our next annoying thing. Yeah, I can see this one. Stepping in dog shit.
Never done it, actually.
Have you never done it? Yeah, I've accidentally
yeah.
done it a few times. You have to
dear.
scrape it off, put it in the sink. Oh,
Yeah.
God, disgusting.
It is horrible.
But more than that, I think a linked annoying thing to that is dog owners that let their dog shit everywhere and
Oh,
don't
God.
pick it up.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
You should always clean up after your animal.
Always clean up after your animal. There's
yeah.
dog bins around everywhere. Don't be a lazy bastard
I know.
and leave it there because there's no dog bin in sight. Keep
Yeah.
it and walk with it.
Get
This
your
is why I
pooper
love the
scooper.
people when the poopers when they see their dogs and they wrap it up with the bag.
Yeah.
Good on you. That's what you should be doing. But yes, I have accidentally stepped in some before, and it was just vile. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why people let the dogs do it. They're just lazy bastards. That's what really gets me. Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. Fact again. Arctic comes from the Greek word Arctos, which means bear. So the Arctic is the land of the bears, and Antarctica is the land without bears.
Okay, interesting.
Bit of Greek. Oh yeah, because it's like I see. So yeah, because Antarctica doesn't have any bears.
Indeed, it doesn't.
Polar-wise, yeah, that's where the penguins are, and that's a misnomer when they say, "Oh, polar bears eat penguins." No, because they're
don't.
completely two separate places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. Next annoying thing. Yeah, this is a very British thing. This, when you hold the door open for someone and they don't say thank you.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't sort of get too bothered about that myself, but I can see why it would be annoying for people. You know, you've gone out your way and all that, and nobody even acknowledges you.
Yeah, you need. I mean, you've held it open for them. So it's just maybe even just a little nod, but just say
Yeah.
thank you. You open the door.
Something to, yeah,
Just feels like you're a bit snobbish.
Yeah.
You go past and say thank you. Yeah.
indeed.
Okie dokie. In 1975, a 15-year-old girl was beaten to death, with the primary suspects in the murder being Kennedy Cousins Thomas and Michael Skakel. Although Michael Skakel was overheard in 1978 stating, "I'm going to get away with murder, I'm a Kennedy," it was not until 2002 that he was convicted.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, wow. That's
Justice not
that-
quite being delivered on time.
not quite
there.
been delivered in time. Yeah, it was a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, what's our next annoying thing? The next annoying thing is the rising cost of living.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It is ever increasing, unfortunately. Houses are getting more expensive. Apartments, I don't know what the price is for your apartment at the moment, but I know down more in the south it is a bit more expensive than it is up north.
It is, yeah. It is kind of annoying sometimes, but it's not too bad at the moment. It's for me, it's fine. Yeah.
That's good. That's good that you get that. Okie dokie. Fact time. Fairy wrens often have other birds laying eggs in their nests, a brood parasite. They have adapted by singing a special tune to their eggs. Once hatched, those that sing the password get food, while any brood parasite chicks go hungry.
Oh dear. Yes. Well, that's one of those interesting things that has evolved in nature. How animals can sometimes get little clever things like that to.
Yeah, because no cuckoos are another sort of one that lay their eggs in other birds' nests.
Yeah.
Which is a bit mean of them. How dare they? Yes. Right. Okay. Annoying thing when people let their children misbehave in restaurants.
Oh God. Yes.
Yeah, ones together where they're running around and everything.
Yeah.
And, hey,
It's so
I've had
dangerous,
some in
though.
restaurants where they've actually come up to our table, like, hey, like, fuck
Yeah.
off, what are you doing?
Yeah, get out of here, kid. I just think to myself as a parent, though, it's dangerous because obviously you got frigging waiting on staff wandering around with trays or big plates full of food. It's like, God, control your children.
I know.
Good Lord. I bet you though,
I know
they're
the
the
whole
same
waiting
same,
for their food.
yeah.
And you're trying to get them something to do because it's not the most exciting thing, sitting there waiting for your food. I know when you're in a restaurant, you're
Yeah.
obviously starving. You're waiting for your food, and it's that moment where you see a waiter come in. Oh, is this it? Oh. No, they've
But
gone
even
to another
so,
table. Yeah.
I imagine that the sort of parents who let their kids run around in restaurants are probably also the same sort of parents who would try and sue the restaurant if their kid knocked into a waiter and the waiter accidentally dropped hot food on them or something. It's like, fuck's sake, just control them. I mean, to be honest, I always think that once you get to a certain time in the evening, it's probably best not to take, especially like young children, into restaurants even to begin with. If you see, So I know. Obviously, sometimes you have family get-togethers where you want to have the kids there, but if they're very young, I would say, is it really worth it? Because they're not going to kind of really enjoy all the sitting around. They're going to get
waiting
restless.
for the food. Yeah, because it's all about that. It's that's an annoying thing I want to add on. Yeah, when you're, I know it can't be helped when the waiter's coming with a plate of food and you think it's for your table.
Yeah, but it's not.
And they
Yeah.
have to go past you. You're like, oh, especially
indeed.
worse when you're hungry. Yeah. Okay. Fact. Oh, this is an interesting one. A 2.5-year-old girl, Michelle Funk, fell into a creek and was submerged for 66 minutes. When rescuers arrived, she didn't have a pulse and was not breathing. 3+ hours after that, her blood was warmed. When it reached 77 degrees Fahrenheit, she came back to life and is still living to this day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Drowning
Yeah.
is a funny sort of thing because I don't, obviously it's the problem. Obviously, is that you have the danger of suffocation initially, but then there's also the danger of secondary drowning afterwards with all the water in your bloodstream.
Yeah, in the lungs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be annoying. But that was good to hear that she came back to life.
Indeed.
Yeah, definitely. Our next one is rude sales assistants.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, actually, having said that, back in my I've never had a rude sales assistant. I've had to deal with.
Yeah,
before,
you could do on the other side rude customers.
Yeah, rude customers. Back in my day when I used to work part time in a supermarket when I was doing my undergraduate degree. Yep. So for me, it's the other way round.
Rude customers. Yeah, you can't both ways. I think annoying customers who are rude and annoying, but you also can get some rude sales assistants who can be a bit snobby. So. But
Dear me.
you know, when you're trying to find something, you don't want a sales assistant who's just going, "No, I don't think that suits you." Oh, well, it was my decision.
Yeah.
Or the rude customers who want
Yeah.
more help. Just stop trying to annoy this. The sales assistants are working hard on little pay, so
exactly.
stop getting in their way. Yeah. In 2001, a man was shot dead while testing a bulletproof potion. He asked a witch doctor to make him invincible to bullets. After applying a potion for 2 weeks, a fellow villager shot him to check if it worked. He died instantly.
Oh dear. Well, one word there. Numpty. Yes.
That didn't quite work for you. Stop believing in witch doctors and magic's not real, I'm afraid. Yes.
it's not.
Okay. Our next annoying thing, which can be related to the misbehaving in restaurants, screaming kids.
Yeah, and I get, obviously, some very young children, are going to make noise, and so there's a level of noise you just kind of have to sort of accept, I think, and deal with. But there are times where you think, okay, your kids are making a lot of noise, and you could actually be doing something to...
especially on aeroplanes.
Aeroplanes, yeah. I mean, I'm always just kind of a bit sort of with that one. Obviously, if it's like a baby or a very, very young child, well, not much you can do about that because, the sort of pressure change in the ears from like takeoff and landing can just cause babies to, freak out. But, like I say, there's not much you can do about that. But,
not with little babies, but with a bit more grown-up kids, toddlers and everything, you can control.
Yeah.
And you don't need to get screaming. And it's annoying for everyone else as well. I've had moments in supermarkets and on planes where you had screaming kids. It just grates on you.
Yeah.
It really does. Yeah.
It does.
Now, this next fact is a bit of irony. Okay.
Right.
In 2009, a man who was an expert on how to avoid being kidnapped in Mexico was kidnapped in Mexico after giving a lecture on how to not be kidnapped in Mexico.
Oh dear, that's a good one.
That is a good. Oh dear, that's irony at its finest. There.
Yes, that is.
Oh dear, poor guy. What's our next annoying thing? Buying property.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that could be quite annoying, especially like the rising cost of living, which is one of the ones it can be annoying buying property and going where you want to go. You're looking at various houses and you're like, trying to get it, and have you got enough money, and how are you going to get the money to afford it if you don't quite have the right money. I mean, what was it like with your apartment? Was it easy or?
It was relatively easy, actually, yeah, because since this is just a rental, it was just a matter of booking a viewing, and then, after I'd seen it, I pretty much concluded, this is the one that I'm going to live in. So from there, it's just a matter of getting back in contact with the lettings agent as soon as possible, and just telling them, I want to take on the tenancy, and then we just signed a tenancy agreement, and that was that. And I moved in.
Sort of my house as well. Fun finding it. So I don't think that was too bad buying property because it's been relatively smooth. But I know it can be not smooth for some people.
Yeah,
indeed. Okay, the next fact: a Russian 3D bioprinter successfully produced beef, rabbit, and fish tissue on the International Space Station using magnetic fields in microgravity.
I feel like I've heard something like this before. 3D printing's getting pretty crazy now.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's getting a lot of things are being created with a 3D printer nowadays. It's really intriguing to see. When people hold a conversation in a doorway.
That can be annoying.
When you're trying to get through. All right, Jeff, Mike, how you doing? They're just there in the doorway, like, excuse me, can I just get past?
I would expand that one to include when people start having a conversation in any kind of narrow corridor or passage, and you're trying to get through. Also, kind of perhaps related to that, I would also add when you're in the supermarket and you're stuck behind an old person who's got their bloody trolley completely across the aisle and they've got no spatial awareness or anything.
That's you're trying to get past.
Very annoying.
Very annoying indeed. I do say. Next fact: people who remain calm in stressful situations tend to have higher rates of depression and obesity.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so don't remain calm in a stressful situation.
Stress out, scream and shout, and panic about how we're all doomed. Essentially.
That's it. Yeah, like the doomers. That's it. Okay, what's our next annoying thing? People cancelling on you.
Yeah, it can be. especially if they don't really offer much of a reason. I mean, sometimes obviously
Reason's
people have
worse,
good
yeah.
reasons, but I suppose it's annoying when they cancel for really silly reasons, or you think why are you just why basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. If they don't give a good reason, like, oh, so I guess you've just made that up, maybe just because you don't want to be with me.
yeah, exactly.
But if they have got a good reason, that's fair enough. But yeah, when you've got big plans as well,
Yeah.
that can. Okay. As thanks for their assistance in the Second World War, the Dutch crossbred a species of tulip to resemble the Canadian flag.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah.
That's a nice bit of a nice touch there to do that for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Well done, Holland and Canada. Okay, what's our next annoying thing? Noisy neighbours. Now, what's it like with you with noisy neighbours in a flat?
I don't really have any noisy neighbours. The
No.
only time sometimes I hear stuff is maybe at night, because I think there's a person who lives in one of the flats above me
Yeah.
who I think works night shifts or something for whatever job they do. So sometimes you do just very faintly hear them going up and down the stairs, but other than that, it's really not actually.
That's good that it's
good.
faintly up and down the stairs. Yeah, I don't have any noisy neighbours. No, my neighbours around here are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
When I lived with my parents, they weren't the best. They are
Yeah.
neighbours there. And I have had noisy neighbours, obviously, this is to be expected when I was in university.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everyone's partying hard and everything,
Indeed.
but
And plus,
nothing
like
much to
student
do there.
flats don't really have very thick walls anyway.
Oh no,
No.
God, they're awful.
They
But
don't.
they don't have thick windows either, so you
No.
can hear the traffic outside. Like when I got student accommodation, I was right near the road
Oh,
and
God.
just hear the traffic easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is annoying. Okay, fact time. The potato chip, or crisp as we say here, was believed to have originated in 1853 when a chef had his fried potatoes sent back by an annoyed customer multiple times because the potatoes were too thick. He was fed up, cut the potatoes razor thin and put extra salt on them. The customer, to his surprise, loved it.
Well, there you go.
There
That's
you
how
go.
it came to be.
That's cool, that is. All because of an annoyed customer. There you go. Okay, next one. Yeah, you might think this is more annoying than I do because there are some I like. Reality TV shows.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm not a fan of reality TV shows.
I'm not a fan of some, no, like you got the Jersey Shore, Love Island, and things. But I must say, I do like I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I do
Yeah.
enjoy that. I find that quite interesting.
I think that one appeals to your more sort of sadistic urges, seeing people being forced to
Thrust
eat
into a- yeah.
grubs and do horrible trials and things like
Yeah, I
that.
suppose it's fun in that way. That's the
Yeah.
only real reality show that I like. All the others, they're quite naff.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched any I'm a Celebrity series?
Years and years ago, when I was a lot younger, but I haven't watched really any in more recent years.
Yeah.
I don't really watch a lot of TV, to be honest, at all.
Like the ultimate one was Big Brother, wasn't it? That was a
Oh
big one.
God, yeah, that one.
Big Brother.
Yeah, I never
okay.
watched that one, to be
All right.
honest.
Okay, facty time. During pregnancy, if the mother suffers organ damage, the baby in the womb sends stem cells to repair the damaged organ.
Ooh, very
That's
interesting.
clever.
Yeah,
See, our bodies are such clever things. It's
They
good
are
that they
indeed.
have the babies do that, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, what's next? A sort of road-related one. Roadworks. Yes.
Yeah, if it's a roadworks where the traffic ends up bunching up and it just causes absolute chaos, then yeah,
with
it's
you on that
annoying.
Yeah, roadworks slightly. The ones on the M60 at the moment still ongoing for about
Yeah,
a billion years.
through Staffordshire. Yeah, it's horrible. 50 miles an hour, even all the way through. Bloody awful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so annoying roadworks, especially when they because sometimes they put up the temporary traffic lights. And they've got to stop by them. But yeah, sometimes inevitable helps improves the roads and gets them safer as
Yeah,
well.
indeed.
On the positive side, yeah. This is a bit of a creepy conspiracy one. This
Right.
fact. In 1952, Wernher von Braun wrote a book called Project Mars, which imagined that human colonists on Mars would be led by a person called Elon.
Really?
Oh,
Wow, that's a weird one.
ah.
Oh my.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, and what was? Did you manage to get his last name?
Von Braun.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Okay, that's a bit of a weird one. Okay, our next annoying thing. Yes. Oh, wow. This is very. You mentioned this in your latest one. Middle lane hoggers.
Oh yes, absolutely. Enough said about them. The less said about them, the better.
Dear God.
Yes, they
I
are
like to see
absolutely
that.
annoying.
I like to. Hoggers are bastards. Of middle lane hoggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are. Oh, I don't know why they do it, but yeah. If you want to hear more about Andrew's middle lane hoggers, watch the latest Even More Drivers I Hate, and you'll understand just how bad they can be. Okay, let's have our next fact. Oh, okay. Wow, this is interesting. In the United States, sitting on a sea turtle is a third-degree felony.
Well, I guess they are probably endangered animals, so
Yeah,
you don't want to do that.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, next. Your delivery gets lost in the post.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Yeah.
A long time ago. I can't remember what it was I was having delivered to me even now, but that has happened. And it is
And
annoying.
you've got to go through the rigmarole of trying to bring people up, going, "What's happened? How do I get it? Can you give me my money back?" Or
Yeah. Indeed.
can happen. Yeah. Okay, next fact. Colgate had troubles marketing in Spanish-speaking countries as their brand name translates to "hang yourself."
Oh dear, yes. Hang yourself
dear.
toothpaste.
Oh
Damn.
dear. Yeah, you got to be careful when you market to other countries what it actually translates to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this next annoying thing doesn't really affect me because I'm very technical, but I'm not sure how it is with you. You might be okay. But computer jargon.
Yeah, it can be not too bad. I mean, when was the last time I had to really do some technical fixing on my computer? Probably a long, long time ago. So
Yeah, because I've got a technical job and I'm in the technical sort of field. There's not a lot of computer jargon that I don't know.
Yeah.
But like for someone, yeah, sometimes when you have to, I know that you've had moments where you've had to fix things on your PC and maybe you had to go onto Google searches. You might see things like computer jargon. You're like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah. I can't really say it's something I've encountered all that often though, so
That's good.
kind of neutral towards that one myself.
Okay. Well, it's affected both Britons, at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next fact. Throughout the movie Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter, who's played by Anthony Hopkins, never blinks.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. He doesn't, apparently.
It's crazy, that, isn't it? Because you need to blink to keep your eyes watered. Yeah.
He must have had to do so many takes. There must have been so many
absolutely.
outtakes where he accidentally did blink and they had to reshoot it. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, our next annoying thing: forgetting your password.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've done that before.
Yeah,
Indeed.
and you just haven't to think. But luckily, they've got all the forgot passwords now, and they just ask for your email, and you can just be like, "Yeah, here's my email," and just reset your password.
Indeed.
So it's not too bad in that sense.
Yeah.
I have done that before. Yeah. Okay. The shortest war on record was fought between Zanzibar and England in 1896. Zanzibar surrendered after 38 minutes and some 500 casualties.
Damn. I guess that's some little imperial confrontation between British forces and possibly some tribe or something that maybe was causing
38
trouble.
minutes. Wow, that is really short.
Yeah.
That's nothing, really.
Indeed.
Yes, this next annoying thing I can sort of relate. Council tax.
Nobody likes council tax.
Yes. I mean, it's got to be paid. It's for the services to the area. To get
Indeed.
your bins done. Do you? Without it, you might not get your bins collected. Who wants to have smelly bins?
Nobody
Things like
wants
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
So-
complains, but everyone does it because they know that.
Do you pay tax in your flat?
Yeah, pay council
Yeah, you
tax
do, yeah, obviously.
every month.
Now, the thing here in the UK, for those who are not too sure, the UK, if you're alone, you do get a single person discount.
You do, yeah. I get
However,
that.
if you're with someone, I've got that as well. 25%, which isn't too bad. Yeah. Okay, the highest point in Canada was only officially determined in 1992. An expedition finally reached the summit of Mount Logan, and GPS put its elevation at 19,551 feet. Temperatures have been unofficially recorded at below minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit on the summit.
Okay.
but-
Yeah.
Yes, they've only discovered it in 1992. That's
They're a
not
bit
too
late. Yeah.
Oh. But Mount Logan is the highest mountain in the old Canada.
The Canada.
Okay.
Yes.
Next annoying thing: people talking overly loud on public transport.
Oh yeah, that can be annoying. Yeah. Usually, for example, if you're on a train and you're in the quiet coach, where it's supposed to be quiet, but you get people who seem to get what quiet means.
Yeah, sometimes you get the, especially on the phone. All right, Susan. You're right, Susan. Yeah, I was
Susan.
down with him the other day. Oh, like, shut up. We don't need to hear about Susan or whatever. Yeah.
No, we don't.
Okay, next fact. Japan has a facial treatment called Ugyoshu no Fun, or Nightingale feces,
Wow.
which was first used by geishas in the 17th century. The
Ugh.
treatment is now used by celebrities, including Victoria Beckham and Tom Cruise.
Wow. Interesting name.
Nightingale feces, yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Oh, Japan, you are funny. You are funny. Okay, next annoying thing. People who cycle on pavements.
Yeah, I can sort of see that. It can be
Now-
annoying.
They can be known because I know it's supposed to be for walking, but I know when you're a little younger, you don't really like to go out on the road.
No, you don't.
But unfortunately, there is. If the police can give you a £500 fine
Yeah.
for cycling on the pavements. You're not supposed to cycle on the pavements. You're supposed to cycle on the road or cycle paths.
Yeah.
So it can, but I know when you're younger, you don't really want to be on the road. But
Yeah.
ideally, when you're older, you should be on the road.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be for people who are walking, but
Yeah.
I don't mind really.
No, I'm not too bothered by it. There's worse things.
Yeah. Okay, next fact. When Jo Do's dress broke just before her wedding, none of the guests could fix the zipper and all the tailors were closed. Luckily, her neighbours were hosting a family of Syrian refugees, and the father was a master tailor who practiced in Aleppo for almost 30 years. Despite not speaking a word of English, he showed up with his sewing kit and happily repaired her dress in minutes.
Okay,
Oh,
I
the
mean,
power
good
of
story.
people.
Yeah. Whose wedding dress was it? Sorry, I didn't get that name.
The name was Jo Do, was her name.
Never heard of her. I don't know who she is. Is she a
I've never heard
celebrity?
of
Yeah.
Simply she's a celebrity. But there you go. That's nice to have there. Well.
Yeah.
What's the next annoying thing? Finding the start of the sellotape.
Ah,
Oh, God.
that's not too bad for me because I always do that thing where you
You do the
whenever
little trick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fold it back a little bit so you can find it.
But once it's gone, it is gone because it looks exactly the same as the rest.
Yeah.
Especially at the point when it's Christmas time or something, and you've got to get doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, two
Okay.
robots here.
Oh, Rud. Okay,
Yeah,
next
I'm getting
fact.
out.
There's a mysterious light hovering over Canada, and its name is Steve. Scientists aren't sure what causes Steve, but it was discovered by amateur Aurora Borealis enthusiasts who named it after a scene in Over the Hedge,
Right.
where the characters realise that if you don't know what something is, calling it Steve makes it much less intimidating.
Very good. Yeah.
That's clever there. Over the Hedge, by the way, if you don't know, is an animated film.
Yeah.
It was quite popular, I think it was, yeah. Okay, our next annoying thing. Yeah, when people start boarding the train before everyone has gotten off.
Yeah, you should let them
Yeah,
get off
let
first.
the people get off first, yeah.
Just impatient people who just can't
Yeah, get in.
wait.
Get like, fuck off.
Yeah.
You know, get out, let them come out first, please. I don't know why people do that.
Impatience and just
Yeah, because
generally being
you're not going to get there
pushy.
any faster. The train's not going to go until it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, next fact. Marshmallows exist because of sore throats. For centuries, juice from the marshmallow plant has been used for pain relief. In the 1800s, it was mixed with egg whites and sugar for children with sore throats. The recipe was so tasty that people made it as a treat called marshmallow.
Good for them then. Yeah.
Yeah. We all
Indeed.
like it. I do like a marshmallow.
It's
They are
nice.
nuts. Especially when you cook it. Put it over a fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next annoying thing. Slow walkers.
Yeah, definitely.
When you're
In
walking.
supermarkets, things like that, when you're trying to get past. That relates to
Supermarkets,
that
yeah,
what I
we
said
mentioned
earlier.
that. When you
Yeah.
go out on a walk and you're having to speed past them. Yeah, I think when we went for a walk, when you came round, I think we did have a slow walk and we had to just get ourselves past them.
We did.
It can be quite annoying because I know elderly people, that's fair enough because it's difficult for them to walk fast, but trying to get round them can be annoying as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at another fact. Mosquitoes are weak flyers that can only reach speeds of about 1 mile an hour. So the breeze from a small electric fan is enough to keep them away.
Good.
There you go.
You don't have
That's
to
good. They
deal
can only
with
go 1 mile an hour. So get your fans on. Luckily, the UK is not really that much of a hot country, so mosquitoes aren't. But you know when you go on holiday.
Yeah.
Okay. This is quite annoying. People talking in the cinema.
Definitely, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never really had that myself, but I can see why it would be annoying for people,
Yeah,
especially if they're
'cause-
talking during the movie.
Yeah. You get those people. What's he doing now, Dave? I don't know. I'm watching it at the same time as you.
Yes.
but you're there to watch the film and you want silence, so you want to watch it. Yeah. Okay. 62% of people tell an average of 2 to 3 lies every minute. 91% of people lie regularly both at work and at home.
Wow. Okay. Some people really are dishonest, but yes.
Yeah, we really are a lying bunch. Oh,
I'm definitely not lying to you right now, Phil. I can guarantee
Oh, no.
it.
Guaranteeing, can't you?
Yes.
Next annoying thing. Okay. Train fares.
Yeah, they're quite expensive.
Yeah, they can increase and decrease as well. It depends what if you're going off peak or on peak or something like that. But they can be. Yeah, it depends where you're going.
Yeah. Book them in advance, and then it won't be as expensive.
Yeah, like with airplane tickets as well. If you book it too late, it's going to be more expensive because they know you're desperate.
Yeah.
So get your train fares early.
Get your train fares. Yeah.
Bird fact again now. The Australian rainbow lorikeet routinely gets drunk on the fermented crimson flower nectar from the weeping boa bean tree and make loud noises during spring and summer.
Okay.
Good to see other animals getting drunk.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not just us that get drunk.
Indeed.
We've got other animals, indeed. Okay, what's our next annoying thing? Ordering something online and it comes damaged.
Oh, luckily I don't think I've ever had that.
I've not had that, but I can definitely understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then you've got to get your money back or try and get some way to replace it, and obviously you don't want to have all the rigmarole. Okay, our next fact, which I have actually gone through, and yes, it is annoying. This orange juice tastes bad after brushing because toothpaste blocks your sweet taste receptors due to a foaming agent that changes the permeability of your tongue cells.
Oof, right. Okay.
Yes, and I have had orange juice after brushing my teeth. It is dire.
Yeah.
And now I can understand why, because of that little foaming agent. Yes.
Yes. Well, yeah, that's your answer.
There's the answer. Next annoying thing, queuing for the self-service checkout. Now, I have done this recently. I think it was just the other day, actually. I was in Morrison's and I had the self-service was a bit queuey.
Yeah.
Now, when I was in there, I must admit, at one point I wasn't thinking, oh, this is annoying. I was just thinking, right, let's just get on with it.
Yeah.
I can understand how for some people, well, there are a lot of impatient people out there. We are an impatient bunch, the Britons, so I can see why queuing for the self-service might be annoying. But can't you relate that to queuing for the human-operated checkout?
I can't say really I've ever had that myself, though. I think it just depends. If you pick your times right when you go to the supermarket, you just get it at those sort of, what term would I use, kind of almost off-peak moments where there's fewer people in the queue.
Yes,
because
exactly.
everyone, generally there's sort of certain hours where you tend to get most people decide to come in. But
absolutely. So go at the times when it's not so busy as well. Almost all chickens eaten today come from the winner of the 1948 Chicken of Tomorrow contest, whose genetics now dominate poultry farms worldwide.
Wow, okay. Interesting.
Just goes to genetics, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We're coming close to the end now. We're on number 38.
Okay.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, this one. People chewing gum with their mouth open.
Oh God. Can we amend that to people chewing any sort of food or anything with their mouth open? Because that is just fucking disgusting.
We don't want to see the bloody inside of your mouth while you're chewing something. Thank you very much.
Eating with your mouth closed is also generally supposed to reduce the noise a little bit as well, because that's something else that sometimes can be quite annoying when people make really loud mastication noises.
Yeah,
and cuddy noises, whatever they call it.
It's funny the things that happen inside your mouth when you have, because the saliva and everything, it turns that
it's got enzymes in it.
Yeah, it goes into a mushy mess. Yeah, it's great, but again, our bodies work amazingly.
Yeah.
Next fact: Wrigley's was originally a soap company that gifted baking powder with their soap. The baking powder became more popular than the soap, so they switched to selling baking powder with chewing gum as a gift. The gum became more popular than the baking powder, so the company switched to selling gum.
What was the name of the company again?
Wrigley's.
Wrigley's. I feel like I should be familiar with that, but
should be, because they're they're basically the first sort of chewing gum company.
Oh, right, okay.
And they're the first. Here's a little fact about Wrigley's chewing gum. They were the first product that ever had a barcode on them.
All right. That's their claim to fame. You see, I completely blanked the name. I was like, are they significant in some way? Is
Yes,
there
very
some kind of
significant.
claim to fame there? I'm not sure.
You're sometimes funny, you are, Andrew, because there are some things in life that are very significant products, and you're like, I don't know about them.
I know. To be honest, whenever I go shopping, I don't really look at the brand name. I tend to look at the price. Yes. That's what I mainly focus
Okay, our
on.
next number 39, being charged for extra luggage at the airport.
Not been to an airport in a while, but I've never had that problem myself.
No, but I can understand. But I mean, if you've got like a massive pair of skis or something,
Yeah.
it might be more difficult for airline staff to fit it into the hold or something.
Yeah.
So I can see why they might charge you extra
Indeed.
for
Yeah.
it. But I've not had that issue. No, when I've been with my parents, there has been moments where they had extra luggage size.
But to be honest, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you're going to travel on an airline, you can probably check what their weight limit is before they start charging you. And so
Yeah,
if you
that's
start
true.
going over that, well, it's kind of on you, isn't it? If you know you're going to be travelling with a lot of luggage or a lot of weight, then you
That's
just have
the
to
point.
accept it. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. Dogs get high when you rub their ears real good. They have a branch of nerves in their ears that extend to their internal organs and release endorphins when you rub them, sending relaxing impulses through their bodies and giving them a natural high.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
there you go.
Yeah.
So all you dog owners out there, rub their ears really well, and it
Yeah.
gives them makes them feel good for them.
Indeed.
Help
Yeah.
your little dog out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to extend this to all sorts of people, but they're saying here mums on Facebook who constantly upload pictures of their kid.
Yeah, I haven't been on my old personal Facebook in a long, long time, but yeah, I can sort of see how it would be annoying after a while.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, change the tune, come on.
Can I also extend that to people who upload their pictures of their food? I just cooked this spaghetti bolognese. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right,
It's always just that
spaghetti bolognese.
need for validation sometimes that people have.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you do get a lot of that on social media. Next fact: in 1958, two pilots flew an aircraft for more than 2 months without landing, refueling by matching speed with a truck driving down a road. Their record has not been broken.
Wow.
That's good. That's crazy. They
That
kept
is
themselves
good.
in the
Yeah.
air.
I was wondering then, how did they do it? Like, did they have one of those air-to-air refueling things? But doing it with a truck, that's even more crazy.
I know, isn't it
Yeah.
crazy? Okay, number 41 annoying thing: getting stuck behind a tractor.
Yeah, definitely. It's not.
They are slow vehicles, but luckily, most of the tractors that I go, they do to. Luckily, they don't go too far to their farm.
Yeah, I must say, generally, it's not so much the tractor that annoys me. Sometimes what annoys me is when there's the tractor on the road, but then there's someone directly behind who just refuses to overtake, and it's like,
Yeah, you can
why?
get that. Yeah,
Come on, there's a clear stretch of road here. Why don't you just overtake them? But they just don't. It's like,
I
well,
know.
come on,
Get-
you're just
get-
holding us all up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be helped with tractors because they are slow. They can't really go that fast.
No,
Agricultural vehicles are not allowed on motorways, are they?
no, they're not. No.
So, you know, okay. Fact time again. The hottest curry on earth is a British curry made in Grantham, Lincolnshire. Known as the Widower, it is so hot it can make you hallucinate.
Wow.
Good God. I mean,
mean-
like I've said many times, I've got immunity to spice, but I don't know how I would cope with
No.
that particular.
Yes. I mean, I'm you know me. I'm not really into my hugely spicy foods. I can take a bit of, a nice little bit of tang, but nothing too much. Yeah. But I can't even imagine eating something so spicy it makes you hallucinate.
Makes you hallucinate. I
It's
know,
like that
that's
freaking
crazy.
Simpsons episode at the chili cook-off where Homer.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes,
remember
I
that one?
episode. Yeah, it's a good episode, that one.
Yeah.
Right, this is related. It's a cyclist one. Cyclists actually on the road. People, yes, there is a big thing. I know that Top Gear present that, but I don't mind cyclists on the road.
Yeah, I don't. I've never encountered like a rude or a cyclist who's been breaking the road rules or anything like that. No.
Some Britons really don't like it though.
Yeah.
But I mean, they can't, well, I mean, if you're annoyed with them being on the pavement and you're annoyed with being on the road, where the
Can't
fuck do you
win.
want them? Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Don't want them at all.
hear about that roundabout that got opened in, I think it was Cambridge recently. It was supposed to be based on these kind of Dutch-style roundabouts, which not only has designated areas for pedestrians and cars, but also has designated lanes on it for cyclists. And it was open for like a couple of days, and then it had to be closed because people found it so confusing. Here.
Didn't know. I haven't heard about that. That's...
Go and check it on Google. You'll probably find news articles about it.
Yeah, definitely will do.
The old googly. That's what she calls it.
Okay, next fact. This is interesting. The A5 processor for Apple's iPhone and iPad is actually manufactured by Samsung.
The irony.
Samsung. Oh, I know, that's crazy.
Yes.
Okay, number 43. Well, this may be annoying, but unfortunately you can't avoid this, otherwise you will be in trouble. Paying your bills.
Well, yeah, goes without saying.
Yeah, I can see why that'd be an annoying list, but you've got to pay your bills.
Sorry,
there's nothing you can do to avoid that. You've got to get those bills paid, get your water and your electrics all flowing through.
Yes.
Okay, next fact. Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't allowed to dub his own role in Terminator to German, as his accent is considered very rural by German-Austrian standards, and it'd be too ridiculous to have a death machine from the future sound like a hillbilly.
Didn't know that. That sounds quite funny, yeah.
Good old Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, number 44 is, again, like paying your bills, speed cameras. Yep, we can understand how they're annoying.
But only annoying if you're the sort of asshole who breaks the speed limit regularly and is an impatient fuck who can't just slow down for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that I agree with. But what I don't is if you go like 2 miles above that, I think it should be okay to, like, if it's a 30-mile-an-hour zone and you go through at 30. Yeah, I think you get up to 5 miles over. So if you go through the speed camera at 35, for example, then you'll get caught. But there are some fake speed cameras out there that actually don't have anything in them, but are there as a deterrent. But I get you. If there's people like going through at 40 miles an hour and it's a 30 zone, that's just not on.
Indeed. And then they go on about how they're so hard done by, and I think, no, you're not. Shut up.
Exactly. Dutch researchers have created artificial leaves that produce drugs using sunlight. In testing, they successfully produced artemisinin, which is a drug to treat malaria, and ascaridol, used against certain parasitic worms.
Very good, yes.
Oh, that's good. I like when scientists come up with things that can help us out.
Yeah.
Number 45, annoying thing. Motorcyclists weaving in and out of the traffic.
Yeah, that is very dangerous and can be very annoying.
I have seen that a lot. Don't do that, please.
Whenever I see a motorcyclist coming up behind me whenever I'm driving, I just automatically sort of start getting over to the left a bit, just to so in case they just try to go past me, they've got a bit of space, just to be on the safe side. Yeah,
they'd always like to be at the front of the queue, don't they?
Yeah,
when like at traffic lights, for example.
Indeed,
always have to be there. False memories are things that your brain thinks happened, but actually didn't happen.
Yeah, I've heard about that. The human mind's a funny thing. I suppose it's just combinations of things like confirmation biases and stuff like that can just all kind of add up to eventually give you an idea of something that you think happened, but actually it didn't. Or it at least didn't happen like in the way that you think it did. Stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, next one. This is funny considering the job that I have. Not having enough change for the car park.
Yeah.
You can have that moment. Although most payment machines now do take card.
Yeah, they do.
So which is good.
But a lot of the car parks around where I sort of live, which I visit, like supermarket car parks, things like that, they're free parking. So
that's
don't
good.
have to worry too much about that for me. Yeah.
That's good. Okay. When Sultan Mohammed V of Morocco was commanded to round up all Moroccan Jews for relocation to Nazi concentration camps, he said, "There are no Jews in Morocco. There are only Moroccan subjects. Not a single Moroccan Jew was deported or killed during World War II."
Very good, yeah. It's exactly the sort of heartwarming story that restores your faith in humanity.
Stories.
Yeah,
exactly.
Indeed.
Our next annoying thing, you can get the Twitter trolls.
Oh.
Or any trolls on general, like maybe YouTube trolls. Yeah. I can understand that. For some people, because you can get the trolls that are annoying. And try to cause havoc when you're just trying to produce good content for people.
Yeah. Well, the trick is just not to respond to them. Just, if you can sort of block them or maybe remove the comments or whatever that they're leaving, you can just do that.
Yeah.
Never actually respond to them, though. Otherwise, that's going to be
Absolutely.
a bit of an issue,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you're giving them food for it.
Yeah.
Food for the trolls. Okay. Sir Ian McKellen broke down on the set of The Hobbit, announcing, "This is not why I became an actor, due to filming the entire movie alone with the dwarves edited in afterwards."
Oh
So
dear.
it didn't like the fact that it was all green screened and CGI.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're on to our last three annoying things for Britons. A partner snoring. Now, unfortunately, you and me, we can't relate because we are both, we're sad actors. We've never had a partner, really.
We might not have
Yeah.
partners, but I can still sort of understand that one because, I've been in rooms with people who snore like crazy
Snoring.
before.
Yeah.
Yes.
God.
I remember one time, back in 2011, I think it was, I went with my old folks, my sister, and her then boyfriend that she had. And we went on the overnight ferry from Hull to Zeebrugge because we were going to Bruges. And I got into the cabin with my old folks, and let's just say, they do snore a bit. Yes.
Oh dear.
So,
I've had my parents snore a bit as well, so I've had that. Yeah.
So let's just say I didn't get to sleep until something like 3 in the morning that night.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and had to be up at like 7 or 6 or 7 or
Yeah,
whatever it
you
was.
don't get much sleep on those ferries.
You
but,
don't, because obviously it would be pulling into port at 9 in the morning, so you have to get up early to get your breakfast.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Okay. Oh, this is quite a good one actually because it's it's also showing our laziness, I suppose.
Yeah.
When Britain changed the packaging for Tylenol to blister packs instead of bottles, suicide deaths from Tylenol overdoses declined by 43%.
Oh, jeez.
Anyone who wanted 50 pills would have to push out the pills one by one, but pills in bottles can be easily dumped out and swallowed.
That's an interesting little side effect, that is, actually, of changing the packaging.
Yeah, it's a little, and it's also shows a bit of laziness towards the British that we.
It's laziness, but with a kind of silver lining to it.
Yeah,
I'd say,
stopping the declining on the suicides, which is really good. Yeah, because we don't want. It's awful when people do that. Because I've heard that people who go through suicide and then actually survive, there are moments where they regret it the moment they've done it.
They do, yeah. That's the thing.
So, okay, our last two annoying things is loud music.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially when you're when I was in university, put loud music on. Yeah.
This is one time I went to a nightclub and the music was very loud. No,
no
where you'd
shit.
expect.
That's why in the nightclub. Yeah.
Could you imagine complaining about loud new music in a nightclub? Oh dear. The DJ will probably look at you and then say, "Get out! Get the fuck out!" Yes.
The movie The Godfather does not contain the words mafia or La Cosa Nostra because of a deal struck between the producer and the mafia.
Didn't want to actually use their, Cosa Nostra term or whatever.
Yeah, didn't want to use their term. Okay, and number 50, which regards to, I can understand, it's regarded to TV. People asking questions when your programme is on.
Oh, God, yeah. I know.
See,
What's happening here? What's happening right now? Well, why don't you just watch it?
Why don't you just watch it? I'm trying to watch this,
Indeed.
But I don't watch a lot of TV shows, really. But it can, I suppose it could be anything if you like watching a show.
Yeah.
Let's say, and someone comes to annoy you, like for you, if you're watching your anime, and then someone comes and annoys.
What's happening right now? What's he doing?
So that's our top 50 annoying things. We'll end it with one final fact.
Yes.
A nice animal fact. Elephants are very good swimmers. Once an elephant was rescued from the ocean 10 miles off Sri Lanka coast. It got caught in a current off the coast near Kokelilai, but it was still swimming.
Dear me, what kind of current? A black current? A red current? Lol. Yeah, that's not even funny. What am I doing? Yes.
So those are the top 50 annoying things that Britons find, what we thought as well, and some interesting little facts as well, which is always intriguing. So hopefully everyone enjoyed that. I thought that was a little bit of fun.
Yeah, it was a good one.
And our little things. But what to the people in the comments, what do you think about the facts? If you thought they were interesting, and those top 50 annoying things, do they annoy you? Is there anyone in particular really gets on your wick, or are there any of those that you thought, nah, doesn't really annoy me, that one?
Yeah. Anything that really grinds your gears. Anything that gets you mad and hot under, well, not hot under the collar, that's the wrong kind of term, that means something else entirely. But anything that gets you just flushed with rage, I should say, in that regard. Yeah, good topic there. So for an extra long episode, I do think that was a nice one. Yeah.
Nice little episode.
Extra long episode of Sir for all you lucky viewers out there. I do spoil you. Good lord, yes.
I know you like the extra long. I think we've had 3 extra longs with the Q&A.
Yeah.
We had the mega chat that we did where we just asked random questions, and then this one.
Yeah. Good, isn't it? Okay, well in that case, thank you for joining me then, Phil. It's been a good one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Facebook and Twitter links down below as usual, along with a link to my propagandist channel for anyone who's interested. Look at this, I've timed it perfectly. There's the jetty right there. We can save
There's
the game.
the jetty right there.
Yeah.
I know, that's great. That.
Brilliant, isn't it? So leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. But in the meantime, this is going to be the 2 of us signing off. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
You are definitely a strange one.
Oh yes. Oh, it's that over there on the right. Oh, hi.
Oh, you found me. I put so much work into this disguise, though.
Okay, that's a lot of Monokumas. You may want to do something about them.
I am such a coward. So cowardly, I have to resort to superior numbers just to beat up girls. Do you hate me now?
No, you're still my favourite kid.
If you say you hate me, I'll turn you into a splendid diorama. As the little ultimate art, I'll put every bit of my skill into it.